Welcome to Tech Spectrum, where we review the top tech gadgets. In this video, we'll be going over the top 5 smartphone cameras. Number 5, best budget phone, Google Pixel 4a. The Google Pixel 4a is our selection as the budget smartphone with the best camera. The phone has a 5.8-inch OLED display with 2340 by 1080 resolution and weighs 143 grams. It comes in 2 colors, just black and barely blue, and 128GB of storage. The Pixel 4a is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G processor with 6GB of RAM. The phone has a 12.2 megapixel rear camera that has autofocus with dual pixel face detection and an 8 megapixel front camera with fixed focus. It can record video up to 1080p at 120 frames per second and 720p at 240 frames per second. The camera features HDR+ that makes your photos look better by automatically adjusting for color and lighting. Night sight to take clear photos in low light, portrait mode to help focus on your subject by adding an artistic blur to the background, and portrait light to adjust lighting and get rid of shadows. You can also edit photos with the Google Photos app. It has a 3140 mAh battery that supports 18-watt fast charging. The Pixel 4a runs on Google Android without any custom skins. If you're looking for an affordable phone that takes great pictures, the Google Pixel 4a is a great choice. Number 4, best value phone, OnePlus 9 Pro. The OnePlus 9 Pro is our pick as the smartphone with the best value for a camera. The phone has a 6.7-inch AMOLED display with 3216 by 1440 resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, and weighs 197 grams. The phone comes in 3 colors, pine green, stellar black, and morning mist, and 256GB storage. The OnePlus 9 Pro is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 processor with 12GB RAM. The phone features the exclusive Hasselblad camera for mobile that delivers multiple breakthroughs including natural color calibration, so you can experience the most true-to-life color in your photos. The LTPO display offers unparalleled color accuracy, and the Smart Gallery helps manage your photos with a more intuitive and organized layout. It has a 48-megapixel rear camera, 50-megapixel ultra-wide rear camera, 8-megapixel telephoto rear camera, and a 2-megapixel monochrome rear camera, all of which support multi-autofocus and can record video up to 8K at 30 frames per second, 4K at 120 frames per second, 1080p at 240 frames per second, and 720p at 480 frames per second. It also has a 16-megapixel front camera with fixed focus. It has a 4500 mAh battery that supports warp charge, 65T, and 50-watt wireless charging. The OnePlus 9 Pro runs on Google Android with OnePlus Custom Oxygen OS and has an IP68 rating. If you want the best value for your money, the OnePlus 9 Pro is our recommendation. Before we continue with the list, take a moment to hit the like button if you're enjoying the video so far. Let us know in the comments below what you're currently using and if it's time for an upgrade. Number 3, best camera software, Google Pixel 5. The Google Pixel 5 is our recommendation as the smartphone with the best camera software. It has a 6-inch OLED display with 1080 by 2340 resolution and a 90Hz refresh rate. It comes in just black and sorted Sarge colors with 128GB storage. The phone is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G with 8GB RAM. The Pixel 5 has a 12-megapixel rear camera that has autofocus with dual pixel face detection and an 8-megapixel front camera with fixed focus. It can record video up to 4K at 60 frames per second, 1080p at 120 frames per second, and 720p at 240 frames per second. You can also give your videos a cinematic look with super smooth panning. The phone features night sight that captures all the details without the flash, HDR+ that automatically enhances color and lighting so photos are vivid, portrait light to get rid of any shadows, and an all-new ultra-wide lens that can fit entire scenes in your photos. You can also make all the edits you need with the Google Photos app. It has a 4000 mAh battery that supports 18-watt fast charging and Qi wireless charging. The phone runs on Google Android without any custom skins and has an IPX8 rating. If you're looking for a phone with a multitude of camera features, you can't go wrong with the Google Pixel 5. Number 2, runner-up, Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is the runner-up on this list. The phone has a 6.8-inch AMOLED display with 1440 by 3200 resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, and weighs 229 grams. It comes in 3 colors, Phantom Titanium, Phantom Navy, and Phantom Brown, and up to 512GB storage. The phone is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 with up to 16GB RAMs. It has a 12-megapixel ultra-wide rear camera, 108 megapixel wide rear camera, two 10 megapixel telephoto rear cameras, and a 40 megapixel front camera. It can record videos up to 8K at 24 frames per second, 4K at 60 frames per second, 1080p at 240 frames per second, and 720p at 960 frames per second. Activate Super Steady to turn the phone into a steady camera and delivers silky smooth video. Super smooth 60 frame per second video dynamically adjusts your frame rate so the video stays polished in any light. 8K Video Snap lets you pull crisp photos up to 33 megapixels right out of your 8K videos. The 108 megapixel camera offers the highest resolution photo in a smartphone. The 100x space zoom is the most powerful of any smartphone. Portrait mode features an enhanced AI that delivers studio-like photos. The bright night sensor captures night photos like a dream. The 5000 mAh battery supports super fast charging, fast wireless charging 2.0, and wireless power share. The phone runs on Google Android with Samsung One UI custom skin and is an IP68 rating. If you're looking for an exceptionally performing camera in a smartphone, the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra won't disappoint. Before we continue, be sure to hit the subscribe and notification icons to stay up to date with the latest product reviews. And check out the links in the description to support the channel. Number 1. Best overall phone, Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max. The Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max tops our list as the smartphone with the best overall camera. The phone has a 6.7-inch Super Retina display with 2778 by 1284 resolution, 60Hz refresh rate, and weighs 228 grams. It comes in 4 colors: silver, graphite gold, and Pacific blue, and up to 512GB storage. The phone is powered by an Apple A14 Bionic processor with 6GB RAM. It features the Pro 12 megapixel rear camera system with ultra-wide, wide, and telephoto cameras on the back of the phone that can record video up to 4K at 60 frames per second, 1080p at 60 frames per second, and 720p at 30 frames per second. It also has a 12 megapixel true depth front camera. The phone features LiDAR technology that lets you take night mode portraits with vivid color and beautiful bokeh that accentuates any background lights. Deep Fusion uses the neural engine to analyze multiple exposures to bring out unprecedented details in low to mid-light scenes. Smart HDR3 automatically refines highlights, shadows, and contours. Dolby Vision offers 10-bit HDR recording and captures 700 million colors for more lifelike video. It has a 3687 mAh battery that supports 15-watt MagSafe wireless charging and 7.5-watt Qi wireless charging. The phone has an IP68 rating and runs on Apple iOS. If you're looking to have the best camera available in a smartphone, the Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max is it. That's it for our list. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check the links below to support the channel. Click the next video for more product reviews. Until next time, this has been Tech Spectrum.